Hi friends. So I'm still at it. I made 3 more cards. My friend Sylvie said add color. So I've gone ahead and add some color cards. Thanks to her. And I have some more tips for you. So if you hold on, I'll get this camera on a tripod and let's do some card making. Thanks for joining me. Be right back. So what I wanted to share with you today is if you take this pattern paper that's thin like copy paper and you use your stick glue and you bond them back to back or two together, that will work fine as far as working as a shutter panel. Here I did it with the 2 panels and it works really nice, and everything was glued on with the glue stick. The panel that's in the middle, this one here, I shrunk it down to 2 3/4 by 4.5, or 2 3/4 from 3 inches to 5 inches. And here I have the samples for you. One's at 1/4 and one is at 1/2 inch. And that's the panel that goes on your card here. So you can see, being that this is a smaller card, but as long as you get between these 2 spaces so that the card doesn't get hung up. But I was finding that with this window panel being 3 inches, it would get hung up. And being that the punch that I use is 2 3/8, that measurement of 2 3/4 works fine. So I also wanted to share with you how I put in the sentiment. So we're still working with 8x4, and then you score it at 2 and 6, or you can just flip it at 2 and then rescore it. And then the flutter panels are still, well, it's 3.5 by 3. You still do the 1/2 inch here, and as long as you fold it, and this panel is on the other side of the fold, that's what brings it in. See? The other thing is once you put it together and you close it, when you have it this way, which is, I believe, the right way, you know, because it gives you that pop. And the other way, it works as well, being that you put the panels in where the creases show on the other side. It lays flatter, so you can add a little embellishment. Not too much, because when it goes in, it still has to slide in without rubbing anything. But because it's not this style, like this, chances are it's not going to get, see how, you can already see how it, when it slides, it's rubbing against this panel. And this one where it lays a little flatter. But anyway, for more of a pop, you actually want the tabs to be inward, and then you get that pop. But like I said, if you make a mistake and it goes inward like this, it still works. And I probably did it this way because I'm a lefty and I do everything backwards. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, I added color because of my friend Sylvie, and she's absolutely right. It looks beautiful with the color added, more color. Now, what I do here is, say I see you only have so much in between here. What is that, 1/2 inch on either side? So if this panel is 5.5 inches and it's a 1/2 inch on either side, you don't want it to collide with this edge here. So the way that you solve it is when you put it to the top here and you glue it down, you can take another piece and put it in such a way that when this closes, you see that the point is over here in the middle of this paper, not at the edge where it would be catching it. So that's how you would do that. Now, to solve that problem where you wouldn't have to put that little piece of paper in there, you could do it at 1/4. Put it down like this, and then you see you have a lot more gap. You know, there's a shadowing. See, if you put it like this, you have more of a gap. So, because this isn't a die, you're the one who has to cut it out. You'll make that decision how you need to fix the situation that you might find yourself in. So that's why I'm sharing that with you. Now, I have a little dot there because that tells me that that's the center. And what I'm going to do, because what am I going to decide which one I'm going to use? I'm going to go ahead and use the 1/4. And then let me go ahead and show you how I do the hole punch. I'm going to use this hole punch. I'm just going to lay this down like this, and then I'm going to take the flower cut of the punch and I'm going to put it right here with a little adhesive in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put it in here just like this. And there's my cutout. I'm going to put this like, then I lined it up. Let's see which side's the right side for me. No, it's this side. Okay. Okay, so I know it's going to work well, so I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive here. And then I'm going to show you how I do the sentiment in the inside. I've gone ahead and cut out a piece of copy paper at the width of 2 3/4, the size of the panel. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close up the wings. And then I'm going to trace this. Go ahead and make a line between the two. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a stamp. I like this sentiment here. A lot better. Then we'll just go ahead and cut it out. When it dries, I'll go ahead and use my eraser to take off the lines. This is a really good eraser to use to remove your pencil lines. Okay, so what we'll do is we just take the glue stick, put some glue on there, one side, put it here, and then put the other side. I think that'll work. So let me get the adhesive on there. So I've erased the pencil lines, and now we're going to go ahead and align this sentiment with this wing on the right side. And that's good. Make sure that you cross these, because that'll cause a snag as well. So it looks good. So we'll go ahead and put this side down. Let's give it a shot. Now, when you close it, and because it's got this puff to it, give it a chance to work. Now this is because the glue is sticking right here. Let me fix that. We give it a chance to kind of dry down, but that's okay. We just use our bone folder to flatten it, and that should close now. No, it's still getting hung up right there. Okay, there you go. And right here, it's kind of puffy. Got to give it a chance, and then when it goes down, we'll just flatten it down a little better. And give it open, close, open, close. And that's how you do it. Now we just put on our latches and add a little bit more sentiment. But I just wanted to share how you can put your stamp image inside, or your sentiments, and how the glue stick works pretty good. And I did, when I took a picture of this and I saw how stained one of the shutters were, I just had to replace it. So that's when I went ahead and replaced this as well. So if you look at the first video, this is the difference. I changed out the panels, and I took it from a circle punch out to a scallop or flower punch, however you want to call it. And I don't think you see any more stains. So now I can proceed to continue to embellish this. So I do hope you give it a try, and it's a lot of fun. It's easy. I like the little 4x4 because when you give Happy Mail, you just put this in with the box. So now I'll just go ahead and finish embellishing these. And I need to get this one sent off to my friend Misha, because that's the one I promised her. And these are the beginning ones, and you can see that these are a little bit more bulkier than these. These new ones that I've made with the glue stick gives a smoother finish than the other ones, but they're all just as nice. Hope you give it a try, and if you got through this video, I appreciate it. And even more so if you leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, leave a comment. And until the next video, thanks for watching. God bless you. Stay crafty, be creative. Bye for now. Soda's Creative Corner, wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Stay safe.